Market crash warning signs. What makes Buffett raise cash? That index fund advice works great during normal markets, but Buffett's personal fortune explodes during market crashes for a very specific reason. Ever notice how Berkshire's cash pile mysteriously grows to record levels just months before major market meltdowns? The reason isn't market timing. It's his disciplined attention to warning signs most investors are too caught up in bull market euphoria to notice. Here's what's fascinating about Warren Buffett. While he consistently claims he can't predict market crashes, his actions tell a different story. He's extraordinarily observant of patterns that typically precede major downturns. Think of him as a weather forecaster who can't tell you exactly when the storm will hit, but can definitely see the dark clouds forming on the horizon. Buffett watches 5 critical warning signs that function like pressure gauges on an overinflated balloon, each indicating the market might be ready to pop. 1. The Buffett Indicator, total market capitalization divided by GDP. When this ratio exceeds 140%, we've entered bubble territory. This happens when stock values dramatically outpace what the actual economy produces, like housing prices in 2007 that made no sense compared to actual incomes. The math eventually corrects itself. 2. Excessive corporate borrowing, particularly when companies take on massive debt to buy back their own stock. During good times, this financial engineering looks brilliant as earnings per share rise. But these debt-laden companies get crushed when the economy slows. It's like watching someone max out credit cards for home renovations right before losing their job. 3. Widespread speculative behavior. Before the 2000 crash, Buffett noted taxi drivers and hairdressers suddenly offering hot stock tips. When everyday conversations at parties shift from sports to how much someone made on random stocks, Buffett builds his cash fortress. This pattern recognition helps him identify when investment mania has infected the general public. 4. Declining corporate profit margins across multiple sectors. This subtle warning sign resembles a slight fever before serious illness. When companies broadly make less money on each dollar of sales while the market keeps rising, it signals a disconnect between business performance and stock prices, the market running on fumes rather than fundamentals. 5. Rising interest rates after prolonged stability. When rates climb after years of easy money, it's like oxygen slowly being removed from a room. Companies that thrived in zero-interest environments find their business models breaking down as debt becomes more expensive and consumer spending decreases. What's brilliant about Buffett's approach is that he doesn't need all 5 warnings to flash red before acting. Even 2 or 3 indicators will cause him to gradually increase cash positions. This is preparation, not panic. While others continue celebrating, Buffett quietly collects ammunition for opportunities that inevitably emerge during market crashes. Before the 2008 financial crisis, Berkshire's cash position grew to $44 billion as Buffett observed excessive debt throughout the financial system, particularly in housing. He wasn't making dramatic predictions. He simply followed his disciplined process of reading warning signs and preparing accordingly. The result: when institutions like Goldman Sachs and General Electric desperately needed capital during the crisis, Buffett had cash available. He thrived during the 2008 crash, negotiating deals regular investors could only dream about. The good news: regular investors can apply this strategic thinking without billions. These warning signs are publicly available information. The Buffett Indicator is easily found online. Corporate debt levels appear in quarterly reports. You can observe speculative behavior in daily life. Financial media regularly discusses profit margins and interest rates. The challenge isn't accessing information. It's having discipline to act when everyone around you makes easy money and calls you crazy for being cautious. Building cash positions becomes psychologically difficult when markets consistently hit new highs. Your brain creates justifications for why this time is different. Buffett's superpower isn't analysis. It's remaining rational when others become emotional. He doesn't try to time exact market tops or bottoms. He recognizes when risk is high and reward is low, then positions himself accordingly. This doesn't mean selling everything when warning signs appear. Buffett doesn't either. He gradually shifts from offensive to defensive posture. He increases cash reserves, becomes more selective about purchases, and ensures existing holdings can weather severe downturns. For regular investors, This might mean gradually increasing cash from 10% to 20% as warnings accumulate, becoming more stringent about valuation before buying stocks, or stress testing your portfolio to ensure you can handle 30 to 50% declines. This approach doesn't require perfect timing. You're not predicting exactly when markets will crash. You're recognizing when conditions favor a crash and positioning yourself to capitalize when it happens. The crucial distinction: Buffett isn't a market timer, he's a market preparer. Market timers try predicting exact tops and bottoms, failing almost universally. Market preparers recognize elevated risk, take reasonable precautions, and remain ready for opportunities. By monitoring these 5 warning signs and adjusting your strategy as they accumulate, you can position yourself to profit significantly from building your personal market crash playbook. Recognizing warning signs is only half the battle. It's what you do when the market actually crashes that determines whether you'll emerge wealthier or wounded. Think you'd stay calm and rational while watching your portfolio drop 30%? Without a pre-written playbook guiding your every move, your brain's fear center will likely override your investing logic at the worst possible moment. Let's be honest, most of us plan to buy the dip when markets tank, but when that scary red screen shows your retirement account dropping thousands daily, those plans evaporate. Research shows the average investor significantly underperforms the market because emotions hijack decision-making during critical moments. That's why we need to build your personal market crash playbook now, while markets are calm and your brain isn't flooded with stress hormones. This playbook is the essential tool that separates successful investors from those who repeatedly buy high and sell low. Here's how to create your market crash playbook in 5 straightforward steps. 1. Create your opportunity watch list. A carefully curated list of 10 to 15 high-quality companies that you understand well and would love to own at the right price. These should be businesses whose products you use, whose competitive advantages you grasp, and whose financial statements you've actually examined. This pre-vetted list prevents impulsive decisions when panic spreads, allowing you to focus exclusively on price rather than getting distracted by market noise. 2. Calculate and write down your specific by price for each watchlist company. This should be approximately 25 to 35% below what you honestly believe the company is worth. This margin of safety ensures against valuation mistakes and provides extra upside potential when markets recover. Writing these by prices down today, not when the market is falling, anchors you against emotional drift when chaos hits. 3. Establish your cash reserve strategy. Decide exactly what percentage of your portfolio you'll keep in cash specifically for market crash opportunities. For most individual investors, 10 to 20% makes sense, though you might adjust higher as warning signs accumulate. Having this predetermined cash allocation prevents frantically selling other investments at terrible prices when opportunities appear during a crash. 4. Set up automatic buying triggers that remove emotion from the equation. The simplest approach is traditional dollar cost averaging, investing a fixed amount regularly regardless of market conditions. A more advanced approach involves setting specific price alerts for watchlist companies. Some brokerage platforms even allow conditional orders that execute automatically when prices hit your targets, completely removing the emotional component. 5. Create a crash communication plan, identifying who you'll talk to and avoid when markets plunge. Include a support system, a level-headed investing friend, a financial advisor who understands your long-term goals, or an investing journal. Equally important, identify who to avoid: the doom-scrolling relative, the panicky coworker, or anxiety-inducing financial news shows. Let me share how this works in practice. During the COVID crash of 2020, John, one of my subscribers, had his watch list ready with 12 thoroughly researched companies. His buy prices were predetermined, 30% below his fair value estimates. He had positioned 15% of his portfolio in cash, ready to deploy. When markets plummeted, John didn't make complex decisions under pressure. While his colleagues frantically discussed economic collapse scenarios, he quietly consulted his playbook and executed his plan. He reconnected with his financial advisor, part of his communication plan, who reinforced his strategy. John methodically added to positions in 3 companies that hit his buy targets, including a technology company he'd used for years and understood intimately. 18 months later, those specific positions had gained over 70%. But the real value went beyond profits. John described feeling strangely calm during the market chaos. Rather than experiencing the paralyzing fear that gripped many investors, he felt empowered by his preparation. The beauty of this system works regardless of your investment knowledge or account size. Whether managing $5,000 or $5 million, a written plan dramatically changes your behavior during market stress. Without it, you're gambling that your emotional state during a crisis will lead to good decisions. Psychological research firmly suggests it won't. Your market crash playbook doesn't need complexity. A single page with your watch list by prices, cash strategy, automated triggers, and communication plan is sufficient. The key is having it written and easily accessible when markets turn chaotic. This approach solves the paralysis from information overload during market drops. When thousands of stocks suddenly appear on sale, most investors become overwhelmed and miss opportunities entirely. Your watch list transforms an overwhelming universe of choices into a manageable decision framework. Building your playbook now creates another benefit. It gives you something proactive to do while waiting for the next market downturn. Rather than anxiously wondering when markets might crash, you can focus energy on preparing your plan, researching quality companies, and setting up your systems. This transforms your mindset from fearful anticipation to strategic preparation. Emotional resilience, overcoming the fear that sabotages most investors. Strategic preparation sets the stage, but there's a reason most investors still fail when markets crash, and it has nothing to do with their intelligence or plan quality. Did you know your brain processes market crashes in the same region that handles life-threatening danger? This biological reality explains why even investors with perfect crash playbooks often abandon them when real panic hits. The difference between Warren Buffett and the average investor isn't just strategy. It's emotional resilience that can be systematically developed. Studies consistently show that the average investor underperforms market indexes by 2 to 4% annually. This performance gap occurs because emotions hijack decision-making during critical moments. When your portfolio suddenly drops 30%, your brain's ancient fear circuits activate as they would if you encountered a predator, triggering fight-or-flight responses that sabotage investing results. Emotional resilience isn't innate. It's a set of skills and habits developed through specific practices. Here are 5 powerful emotional resilience techniques used by professional investors to override biological fear responses during market chaos. 1. Historical perspective. Professional investors study market history, both intellectually and emotionally, training themselves to see the temporary nature of severe downturns. Financial research confirms, after significant declines, U.S. stocks have tended to break even quickly, and market declines are inevitable and completely normal. Exercise. Create a recovery timeline of the last 5 major market crashes. Note recovery periods and outcomes for those who sold versus stayed invested. Review this document monthly, especially during volatility. Like a sailor studying tide patterns, this historical knowledge becomes your anchor during storms. 2. Conscious reframing. Change the language and mental images you use to describe market events. Instead of disaster language like collapse or bloodbath, train yourself to use opportunity language. Sale, discount, buying opportunity. Exercise. When a researched stock drops 30%, practice saying, "Great, I can now buy shares at a 30% discount." This aligns with Buffett's strategy of being greedy when others are fearful, creating a different emotional experience of the same event. Think of yourself as a strategic shopper spotting bargains, rather than a victim of market forces. 3. Information diet control. Excessive financial news during crashes creates anxiety feedback loops that guarantee poor decisions. As investment experts note, during periods of market volatility, investors listen to the news and get too caught up in the action, leading to emotional decisions and costly mistakes. Exercise. Create a market crash media plan, specifying exactly what sources you'll check and how often. Consider checking your portfolio weekly instead of daily during downturns. Like a pilot in turbulence focusing only on essential instruments, this information discipline prevents the anxiety spiral leading to panic selling. 4. Decision journaling. Document investment decisions and reasoning to create accountability and learning opportunities. Financial experts observe, when done correctly, decision journaling provides a solid framework for staying true to long-term beliefs without being swayed by short-term market volatility. Exercise. Record each buying or selling decision with reasoning, expected outcomes, and time horizon. During crashes, review your original thesis before making changes. Like a captain's log during a storm, this creates psychological distance between emotions and decision-making. Simply writing, "I want to sell XYZ stock because I'm afraid it will keep falling," often reveals the emotional rather than logical nature of the impulse. 5. Stress testing. Mentally rehearse how you'll feel and act during various crash scenarios before they happen. Investment professionals emphasize that forethought is essential. Exercise. Regularly imagine scenarios like, what would I do if my portfolio dropped 30% next month? Walk through emotional reactions and planned responses. Like a firefighter running drills before an actual fire, this mental preparation activates the neural pathways used during stress, strengthening them for when real market challenges arrive. Maintaining emotional control during severe market downturns remains challenging. Preparation and practice before crisis hits are essential. Pick one technique each month to develop. Start with historical perspective, then create your reframing practice, and so on. By cycling through all 5 techniques, you'll build a psychological toolkit serving you through any market environment. Remember Buffett's wisdom. The most important quality for an investor is temperament, not intellect. Your investment returns ultimately depend more on controlling emotions during critical moments than on picking perfect stocks or timing markets precisely. Emotional resilience compounds over time, just like investment returns. Each market correction you successfully navigate strengthens your ability to handle the next one. After experiencing several market cycles with these techniques, you'll find yourself naturally calm during periods when others panic. Not because you're emotionally numb, but because you've developed the psychological infrastructure to process market events rationally. So here's the truth that Warren Buffett understands better than anyone. Market crashes aren't random disasters. They're inevitable opportunities that reward the prepared. His famous advice to be fearful when others are greedy and be greedy only when others are fearful is the foundation of generational wealth. The most powerful action you can take today is creating your market crash playbook before emotions cloud your judgment. By planning now for how you'll respond when markets tumble, you position yourself to act with confidence while others freeze in fear. Start your playbook today. Your future financial security depends on the